on, guys? It's your boy Evan, and you know what's up to no good. So as you guys can tell, we got the Jeep SRT8 outside today. We're actually going to go ahead and be doing something exciting. We're going to go ahead and change the exhaust on the Jeep SRT8. Now the way the current setup on the Jeep SRT8 is, it's just way too loud, has a shit ton of drone, and it's just very unpleasant to drive. Now I'm not saying loud is not nice or it's not cool, but when there's no mufflers and it's just straight piped out the back, it could be a little annoying, especially when you're driving. You got passengers in your seat and they're trying to talk to you and you just gotta let off the gas. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put a nice exhaust system on the back of this SRT8 and pretty much go from there. So stay tuned and let's get to it. Alright guys, so as you guys can tell, we're underneath the truck, and the most important thing that we need to do is remove these bolts. So there's one here and one on the opposite side, same over here. Sprayed these down with some PB blaster yesterday night so that we're soaking. If they don't come out, we're going to definitely use some heat. And as you guys can tell, the exhaust here has all been cut, rusted, so it's got to go. So just want to show you guys real quick. So we're going to go ahead and do this. So let's go ahead and remove it and get to it. Alright guys, so as you guys can tell, the exhaust is pretty much rusted underneath. Now there used to be a muffler here. I believe the SRT8 stock come with a center muffler here and some other mufflers in the back. But we're pretty much going to just remove these bolts here. There's one here, one here, one here, one on the other side, diagonal, right across. I soaked these in PB blaster, so we're going to go ahead and remove these. We might need to use a little bit of heat. But pretty much the truck is sitting on 4 ramps, the ones that you drive up on, so the truck's not going to fall on me and kill me. So we're just going to go ahead and break these loose. Once we break these loose, everything else will pretty much come out, and plus the exhaust doesn't have any mufflers, so it'll be easy for me to take out. So just want to show you real quick what I'm going to do. I have a little tripod and a camera on top, so hopefully you guys can get an idea, because I know sometimes I get underneath the vehicles and you guys can't see what I'm doing. So hopefully you guys can see and follow along. So if you guys need to do this, you kind of have an idea of what you need to loosen, what you need to take out, and what you need to install. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so as you guys can tell, you actually saw me struggling to get these bolts out. No big deal, they snapped pretty flush. So the new exhaust comes with the required hardware to attach it to these I guess stock cats connection here, or flange. So no worries, just gonna remove the rest of the exhaust, pull it out from underneath the truck, lay it on the ground, unbox the new exhaust and show you guys. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright guys, so as you guys can tell, my hand's up on the exhaust on the back side. You guys can tell this stuff is rusted pretty badly, and on that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Sawzall with a long blade, and I'm just going to cut it straight, and cut it straight here as well, so I could just remove it easier. The connection towards the cast has been removed, so we're just going to cut it, and it'll allow me to easily take this out instead of trying to remove it, because look at all this rust built up here. So what we're going to do is just cut it with a Sawzall, get this down, get the other section of the exhaust down, and this way we could put up the new exhaust. So let's go ahead, let's grab the Sawzall, cut it, and remove it. Alright guys, so as you guys can tell, I just got the exhaust off the exhaust hangers. So there's one here and one on this side, so it's right over the rear sway bar or rear end of the Jeep. So it's right here, one here. So just pulled it off, and then we're just going to slide it out of here and lay it on the ground, and this way you guys can see what exactly the exhaust was looking like. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so as you guys can tell, we got the exhaust laid out. It's rusty all over. This is rusty as well. The clamps that were originally on it, bolts are rusted, the hangers are rusted, and from what it looks like, somebody cut the exhaust here and here. Probably was a muffler here, and they put a pipe here, straight pipe, you know. And then over here, these tips, they look like they were stainless steel or silver in color. Somebody spray painted them black. And then there was mufflers here, because it looks like there was a cut here and a cut here and a cut here and a cut there or there. I'm not too sure. but as you can tell, there's a hole in the exhaust here, or it's starting to split because of the rust. I cut it over here and over here. It wasn't a clean cut, but oh well. And that's pretty much it. So this exhaust is no good. It was too loud, too much drone, and I couldn't even listen to music or even talk to somebody in the passenger seat. So this exhaust is no good. Now we're gonna go ahead and unbox the new exhaust and show you what I got. So let's go. Alright guys, as you guys can tell, we got Solo exhaust. Pretty excited for the Jeep. I was gonna go with some other brands, just like Corsa. I was looking at Corsa. I was looking at Magnaflow, Billy Boat, and some other ones I may not remember on top of my head, but I went with Solo. I saw some videos on YouTube, and I just liked the design and how it sounded. It's got like a mean, deep, throaty sound. Doesn't sound loud at all in the cabin. It's actually pretty quiet, and I decided to go with Solo. I was gonna go with Corsa, even though I spoke to some people on the Facebook forums, because I'm part of the Jeep forum, part of the group for the Jeep SRT8 on Facebook, and I asked them their opinion. Many people were like, go with Corsa, and the reason why I didn't go with Corsa, even though the design and the quality of that exhaust is top notch, I'm not gonna lie, the reason I didn't go with it was because those tips are kind of small out in the back of the exhaust, out in the back of the rear bumper of the Jeep, and they just stick out too much, and I don't like that. I want it to be nice and flush, and I want the tips to fill in the rear section where the tips are, so fill in that gap pretty nicely. So I decided to go with Solo because they have a 4.5-inch tips instead of 4-inch on the Corsa, but Corsa has the best setup for these Jeeps. They don't drone at all, and you pay for what you get. So not bashing them. I'm not sponsored by Solo either, or by Corsa or any company. I bought this with my own money, but yeah, this is the one I decided to go with. I listened to some few exhaust clips on YouTube, spoke to some people on the Jeep forums on Facebook, and they told me go with Corsa. Some people said Solo. I decided on Solo. That's what I really wanted, and I got the one with the muffler. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up, and this way you guys can get a better idea of how it looks and how it's set up. So let's go. Let's open it up. Alright guys, so we got the box here. We're going to go ahead and open it up, and then this way you guys can get an idea of what's inside it. So let's pop these staples open and see what's inside. There we go. Oh shoot, I got a t-shirt. Sweet. Yes sir. Got a t-shirt and some other keychain and some stickers and stuff like that. This inside. Looks like we got some others. I think these are the tips. Yeah, I think these are the tips. So this inside. These are the bolts. Got the J-pipe. Okay, not bad. I like the design. I guess this is to stop the drone, and then you got a cap here. I think this moves, but down. I don't know, I think this is the other tip, right? I think so, because it's got this hanger here, so move this. Shoot, that's pretty heavy. Looks like we have the connection to the pads. This thing is pretty heavy, so you gotta move this around. Alright, just lay this down. This thing is big. There's no junk. Alright, here we go. We got the muffler. Sweet. This is what we need to connect to the cats, or the stock catalytic converter. Oh yeah, this is nice. Damn, this thing is heavy. This thing's no joke. Oh my god. Yeah, you don't play around with this thing here, boy. Alright. Got some clamps here. And, that's pretty much it. So, alright guys, so as you guys can tell, we got the exhaust laid out, and I just put this to see if it actually fits, because I heard sometimes the way they're delivered, sometimes the pipes could get crushed during delivery. So, you know, I heard from one of the videos, somebody was saying, or I saw from one of the videos, somebody was saying that they actually had a problem with their exhaust was not slipping into each other, because you know, there was some slight dents in the way the package was delivered. It's not anybody's fault. Stuff like that does happen. So before I install it, I want to make sure that they actually slip into each other, like this one slips into each other. The pipes slide into each other. Pretty nice design. Stainless steel all around. Looks like good quality pipe. 3-inch. I got the one with the muffler, so I don't get any drone. They do sell one that has the X pipe. Does sound like a good idea to run an X pipe, but if you have no muffler, it could get a little loud. I like to have a little bit of a nice sounding deep exhaust note or tone, so I decided to go with the muffler, since there's pretty much no muffler other than just basically like a straight through design, and then the J pipes are supposed to eliminate the drone, which is pretty cool. So I figured why not use or buy the one that has the muffler set up, because I believe the actual X pipe will cause too much drone. So that's why I went with the muffler setup. I prefer it a lot better, and I think it sounds a lot better because you get a nicer deep tone with this muffler. That's from what I've seen and heard from various YouTube videos, but I'm gonna try it out for myself, see how it sounds. But hopefully it does sound amazing. Pretty excited. Look how nice the exhaust is. Got the J pipes here. I believe you can turn these pipes around. We're gonna go ahead and install this portion first. We're not gonna really tighten down the bolts. I'm just gonna install these with the hardware. I think there's the instruction manual online for this, so you can look online on Solo Performance and see how they install the actual exhaust through the instructions provided. But other than that, yeah man, I went with the Solo Mach X3 system. It includes the muffler because I want a nice deep tone with a nice sounding exhaust system with no drone, and it's not too loud. So this is the setup. We have the tips over there. I believe they're in the package. I didn't take them out yet because I don't want to damage the tips. But that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead. Let's get under the car. Let's put the first portion of the exhaust, which is this area right here, and then we'll just connect this to the hangers, and then we'll just rotate the J pipes while we're under the car, and we'll go from there. So yeah, I don't think we'll have any issues with these. So yeah, let's just install this first. We'll put a nice jack underneath it, hold this muffler in place while we install the rest, and that's pretty much it, right? I think so, yep. And then we'll just go from there. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright guys, so real quick, just want to show you the rest of the this is the J pipe, so they come loose. So you just gotta swivel in place. When you put it up, it's gotta go in a position where they don't touch anything underneath the rear, I guess, area with it, where basically you got to put them in position basically so they don't touch anything in the rear section of the Jeep. Basically, there was a spare tire in that area underneath the trunk. You want to make sure that this doesn't actually touch anything, so you got to swivel it and just put it in position, tighten the clamps. This one's already in position, I believe, so this one's got to get clamped down in position. I think they just did it like that so they can actually fit in the box. And I'm going to put the tips on so you guys can see how it looks. So let me grab them real quick. Alright, So I believe this one goes, I don't even know, I think this one is this side. Is it this side? I think it's this side. So this goes like right here. Yeah, just like that. And this side. I believe this one goes like this. Son. Come on, son. And this is how they look. So I'm not gonna take this off. I don't want to damage the tips. But you guys will get a better idea. Just want to make sure everything slips into each other. We don't got any issues. That's how the exhaust is in the front. Alright guys, so as you guys can tell, this is how the exhaust is laid out. We got the 4.5-inch tips, the J pipes, which are meant to be swiveled in position, so nothing touches the exhaust or any part of the rear end section of the Jeep. And you got the hangers here, the flange connections, this nice stainless steel muffler, the flanges over here that connect to the stock cats if you have, and this is pretty much it. So this is the design. Nice strong stainless steel 3-inch piping, nicely well put together. The welds are real neat and nice, so whoever did this exhaust definitely did a great job. So excited, just giving you guys a basic walkthrough, and you guys are able to see how it looks. Many people don't really show you on YouTube or on video how the exhaust is, so you get to see it here firsthand. So pretty excited. Enough of me talking, let's slap this bad boy right on. Alright guys, so as you guys can tell, what I'm gonna do, or what I already did, is I already cleaned this with a wire brush on the drill. I'll do the same thing over here, just clean it up. This way it's got a nice clean connection to the two flanges that's gonna meet. Already did this side pretty clear, or as much as possible, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick.
Going out while the night is young.
What's going on, you guys? As you guys can notice, the next day I actually had to move the Jeep into the garage because I had to move a car out of the driveway late last night, so that's why it's inside the garage. Not worried. I'm probably gonna just end the video here, and I'll do a separate video of the Jeep doing a cold start. We'll warm it up and then do a hot start, or whatever you want to call it. We'll do some accelerations with it, some drive-by shots, and this way you guys can hear how it sounds under light, medium, and heavy throttle. And then you guys can decide for yourself if you want to buy a solo performance exhaust system for your Jeep or not, or if you just want to hear how it sounds on my Jeep. So we're just going to end this video right here. Hopefully you enjoyed me installing the exhaust system on the SRT8, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So with that being said, guys, I'll definitely be catching you guys in the next video.